Credit Suisse has conducted its sixth survey of Swiss SMEs to identify success factors in Switzerland as a location for business. Overall, the general assessment is slightly more optimistic than the previous year. Nevertheless, around 4 out of every 10 SMEs expect the field to lose its appeal as a result of regulatory framework conditions. Since the launch of the study series, SMEs have rated the success factor, staff and qualifications as very positive. As a result, specialists form the most important pillar for the prosperity of Swiss SMEs. Swiss SMEs are facing major challenges. Around 25% are affected by a shortage of skilled staff. Rounded up, this is equivalent to around 90,000 SMEs in Switzerland. A huge factor over the next few years, the baby boom generation will retire, exacerbating the shortage of qualified employees even further. 45% of Swiss SMEs say they encounter difficulties when looking for qualified staff. From this group of SMEs, 56% believe that a Switzerland-wide lack of skilled staff is the main problem. Surprisingly, only around 25% of all SMEs find it tough to recruit specialist IT staff. This stems from the fact that many SMEs are builders, tradesmen or retailers who do not have to employ IT specialists directly. Central and Eastern Switzerland suffer from the biggest shortage of specialists. 64% of SMEs have difficulties with recruitment. While a little over 50% of those surveyed in cities report difficulties, the situation is noticeably less strained in locations with a high number of cross-border commuters. Just 44% of SMEs located close to the borders encounter problems when recruiting specialist staff. Almost 80% of all SMEs rely on continuing education to cover their skills shortage. Only around 1/4 of those surveyed employ digitalization as a strategy to combat the skills shortage. SMEs with recruitment problems often rely on job fairs, job portals and employment agencies. 62% of all SMEs are satisfied with the education system in Switzerland. Nearly 2/3 of those surveyed would like to see a strengthening of the dual education system. One of the biggest advocates for this move is the transport industry. In contrast, SMEs from the information and communication technology industry would prefer more focus to be given to the secondary school path. An aging working population is an unstoppable trend. The proportion of the population eligible to work will fall from 54% to almost 49% by 2040, primarily as a result of the baby boom generation going into retirement. By 2020, almost 100,000 people will reach retirement age each year, and these people will need to be replaced. Around 1/4 of Swiss SMEs surveyed are focusing on digitalization as a tool to combat the problem of a skills shortage. In contrast, 38% of SMEs expect their need for skilled staff to rise in the wake of digitalization.